What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. And Merry Christmas to y'all. And we are back with another top 5 year-end awards for the eBay Fight Prediction channel. And we're here back with the best pay-per-views of the year, top 5 pay-per-views of the year of 2022, man. And also, y'all, I will get all these videos out today. I'll finish all these year-end videos today. I was jam-packed with a lot of hours this week. I hit 80 hours this week, so I'm actually kind of happy about that. 16, 16, 16. So now I'm off on Christmas, and I'm off tomorrow, so I got a lot of time. I'm gonna get all these videos done. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know. That's why if I've sounded MIA, I've been stuck in the hospital doing security. So yeah, it is what it is. But besides that, let's get to it. At number 5, I went with UFC 273. That was my 5th best pay-per-view of the year. It was a solid pay-per-view, man. You had a fight of the year contender with Chimaev versus Burns. Then obviously you had Volkanovski versus Zombie, which was a beatdown. But it was a title fight. And then you had Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling, which was a really, really razor close fight. A very technical fight, very good scrap in the bantamweight division. I enjoyed watching it. So yeah, you had 3 really good fights, 3 top heavy fights, and there were a lot of pay-per-views like this. 3 top heavy fights, like UFC 278, right? Leon Edwards versus Usman, Rocco versus Costa, and then Murad versus Aldo, and that almost made it on here. But the problem was the 2 fights delivered, but the 3rd fight didn't. You can say these top 3 fights delivered massively. Now, the card in general wasn't that great. There were some decent finishes on the card. I think Mickey Gall got knocked out by Mike Malott on this card. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I think he got knocked out on this card. But yeah, man, like the card was okay. But the top 3 fights delivered, and I enjoyed it. So, yeah, it is what it is. At number 4, I went with UFC 276. This was a really good pay-per-view, honestly. Just the main event sucked. But besides that, the pay-per-view was good. Obviously, Sean O'Malley, Pedro Munoz fight was kind of trash. But Volkanovski showing his dominance over Max Holloway was pretty awesome to watch. And I enjoyed all of it, man. Then you had Robbie Lawler versus Brian Barberena, which was a scrap. Those guys went to fucking war. I enjoyed it. So this was a good pay-per-view, and I did pretty good numbers on this for streaming it. So yeah, I enjoyed it. So it is what it is. The main event kind of sucked, but just seeing Volkanovski shut up Max Holloway fans, this deserves a mention. And the funeral of Max Holloway's career also deserves a mention because Volkanovski showed him ultimate respect. So yeah, at number 3, I had to go with UFC 280. Now, some of you guys might disagree. Yeah, I felt like the prelims sucked. The prelims did suck, but the main card somewhat delivered. There were a lot of finishes, and the fights that they were promoting delivered. Right, none of those fights I felt like were underwhelming by any means necessary. Bilal Muhammad finishing Sean Brady, that was a good fight. Then you had fucking Beneil Dariush versus Gamrot. Me humbling everyone on YouTube that were disrespecting Beneil Dariush, and I was one of the only guys on fucking YouTube picking Benny. So yeah, it was good humbling those cats. Obviously, Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan was a fight of the year contender in my opinion. That was a phenomenal fight. Like, it was a great fight. Obviously, the decision kind of hurt me, but it was a great fight. Then obviously Aljamain Sterling destroying and retiring TJ Dillashaw was a good fight. And then the main event. I know some people. I think people hate the card because Islam won. I think that's what it is. And obviously, I picked Charles Oliveira, so don't get it twisted. Like, I'm no big fan of Makhachev, but he did his thing. You have to respect that. And it was a finish. Like, he knocked him down and he submitted him. It was that simple. And yeah, that's what made the card really interesting in my opinion. And yeah, it didn't live up to the hype like everyone thought it would, but I thought it was a decent card. I really did. And I enjoyed watching it. So yeah. At number 2. And this is crazy. This pay-per-view had the number 1 spot for a minute, and it lost it. But this was a phenomenal pay-per-view. I had to go with UFC 275. Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Prochazka. Every fight on this card was insane. All right, from Jake Matthews versus Andre Fiallo, from Talia Santos versus Valentina Shevchenko. And I wouldn't be saying that because it's a female fight, but it really was insane because Talia was giving this girl problems, and it was interesting seeing Talia teach Valentina Shevchenko about grappling, and then obviously Weili Zhang finishing Joanna Jacek, which was fucking nuts with the spinning back fist, which was some people's KO of the year or a candidate for a KO of the year, and then obviously the main event, the fight of the year. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with me here, and when I do make my video, you guys will see it. Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Prochazka. This card, it did not have what it took to really sell because they had nobody, but this card delivered. It delivered like insanely. It was a really, really good card, and I enjoyed watching every second of it, besides the ending of the main event. But besides that, it was a fun card to watch, and I went with that as my second best pay-per-view of the year. I almost said my pay-per-view of the year, but it's the second best pay-per-view of the year. But at number 1, I had to go with UFC 281. The evil Adesanya was conquered by Alex Pereira himself, and that was what made this pay-per-view fucking pay-per-view of the year for me already. And then you had Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier. The destruction of Carlos Esparza was also on this card. This card was fucking bonkers, man. Just great fights after great fights. I enjoyed it. You can't really complain. Every fight delivered on this card. It just was... It was insane, bro. It really was insane how good this card was. And yeah, man, just seeing Izzy lose, bro. Like just seeing Izzy lose was insane. Obviously, you had the retirement fight for Frankie Edgar, which sucked, and I had to see him get KO'd again. But besides that, it was insane. And then obviously Dominic Reyes getting KO'd by Ryan Spawn which was kind of crazy. But seeing Izzy lose like that, oh my God, it was like freedom. It was freedom from the nightmare that he put on the whole entire division. And I really do thank Alex Pereira for that. So that was my best pay-per-view of the year. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. Like, comment, and share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation going. Love y'all, and goodbye.